Christopher Nolan makes movies which are intelligent, thought-provoking, challenging, and highly creative. In a world largely governed by popular taste and fiscal control, he gets to make the film he wants, seemingly without compromise. And he achieves this because his movies make money. As a result, he creates movies as diverse as Insomnia, The Dark Knight, Inception, Interstellar, and Dunkirk. Small wonder that he is not in any rush to do another Batman movie anytime soon. Hello and welcome to Slipstream, a series of introductions to films currently available on Kanopy, a first-rate streaming service available free to many users of public libraries, perhaps even yours. My name is Kevin Land. This series is brought to you by Grey Highlands Public Library and Speaking Volumes Books and Audio in Flesherton, Ontario. Memento from 2000 is Nolan's second feature. In many ways, it is the film that is most demanding of his audience. Imagine two narrative streams, one in color, told in reverse chronology, the other in black and white, which moves forward in time. Those who have seen 1983's Betrayal, scripted by Harold Pinter, and based on his play of the same name, will remember the device of telling a story backward, as it chronicles an adulterous affair from bitter breakup to optimistic origin. But Nolan, along with his scriptwriter brother Jonathan, throws in a few more wrinkles. Memento begins at the end of a fateful day for Leonard Shelby and moves backwards. But it also moves forward in another stream as Shelby, a former insurance fraud investigator suffering from severe memory impairment, wakes up in a motel room and tries to solve the rape and murder of his wife using Polaroids, notes, and body tattoos. He seems a character straight out of Oliver Sacks, a man incapable of retaining short-term memory, who must rely completely on the fragments which capture the details of the crime he has uncovered to exact his revenge. As played brilliantly by Guy Pearce, an actor who had not yet become a household name, Shelby is entirely fixated on the task and becomes a detective as deadpan as Bogart's Marlowe. Memory and identity have always been inextricably tied. Who we are very much depends on what we remember, or what we choose to remember. Memory theory would argue that uniformity in memory is necessary for uniformity in identity. Shelby's identity erodes daily and is buttressed only by what he chooses to record and therefore recall. As a result, the clues don't quite add up, and the solution is an ambiguous one, which I suspect is exactly what Nolan intended. In Memento, the director has indeed achieved a unique feat. He and his brother Jonathan have crafted a story in a truly original way, perhaps one that will never again be duplicated. In a time where most movies seem achingly familiar, Memento is a breath of fresh air. It also fits quite comfortably in with a canon of films which must be seen twice by the viewer to be fully appreciated. Films like The Sixth Sense, The Others, Fight Club, and more recently, Knives Out. This week we're adding a new feature to Slipstream. It's called Films I'd Love to See on Kanopy. The first entry is Erich von Stroheim's silent film Greed from 1925. The original ran over 9.5 hours before it was butchered by the studio. It was the first film completely shot on location in both San Francisco and Death Valley. Adapted by the director from Frank Norris's turn-of-the-century novel, McTeague, it was the first time anyone set out to completely adapt a novel to the screen. Even in its truncated 2.5-hour version, the film remains a masterpiece. I saw it in 1979 and remembered feeling it was the apocalypse now of its day. The next film we discuss here on Slipstream relates to our discussion of Betrayal earlier. It is an adaptation of another Pinter play, The Homecoming, from 1973. But for now, while you can remember to do so, feel free to enjoy Memento.